Are you a dude who's trying to improve certain aspects of his life, but you don't really have an idea of where to begin, right? You don't know where to start. You don't know what's the first step. If that's you and you're in the right place, because in this video, I want to talk about why body game is the first step towards your self-improvement. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. So somebody asked me the other day, they were like, yo, when did you start your journey? And what they meant was not necessarily my body game journey or working out. They meant like, when did I start my journey of personal growth? Because, I'm not the same individual that I was, a few years back. And whenever I get asked that question, I've been asked it before, I always tend to say, oh, when I quit drinking. When I quit drinking, I got introduced to meditation and that started my journey. It's like I almost forget though that, wait a minute, I started working out before that. I have to go back a little bit because I almost forget, like, actually the first step that I started was getting a gym membership. I went over to the YMCA in my area and got me a gym membership. I remember I went on a trip to Florida. That's what it was. I went to Florida and I had been eating a lot. And naturally, I've always been a really skinny dude. And I was eating a lot and I put on a couple pounds, right? And I remember I was like, man, I got to keep this going. I'm not trying to just be scrawny forever. I was like, let me go get a gym membership. But at that time, I was still smoking cigarettes. I was still a cigarette smoker. I was still drinking alcohol. I hadn't changed my lifestyle, at all, really, to that point. I just had picked up a new habit that I was about to delve into, which was that working out. So I share this to say that body game, working out, trying to achieve the best physique for yourself that you can get is your first step. Body game is the first step towards self-improvement. Forget everything else. Go get a gym membership. All right, it will change your life. If you're nervous, if you're timid, if you're hesitant, find somebody who works out and go buddy up with them and try to pick their brain. If you're more of an introvert, you're too nervous and you don't even want to do that, a lot of these gyms offer, like the gym that I used to work at, it was called like a coaching connection, where it introduces a new person to gym equipment and kind of guides you through things. That's another option. And a lot of gyms probably offer something similar to that, where they kind of help a new member get their feet wet in the gym environment, because it can be intimidating. I'm not going to lie. So with that being said, that's the first step. Whatever you're trying to do, get your ass in the gym. What that's going to do is going to build your confidence, man. It's going to start to, it's going to build your confidence. You're going to start to become more disciplined. You will be better at managing your time, because you're going to start wanting to work out and you're going to start wanting to get in the gym, and you're going to start prioritizing that, and you're going to start building around that. The things that you have going on in your life, you will start to move the pieces so that you can get those workouts in. And if you're not, that's what you need to do. All right. But ultimately what I'm saying is, get your ass in the gym, start lifting weights. Don't worry about what everybody else around you is doing. If you see people who are bigger than you or just look stronger than you, yeah, they've been on a journey too. So it's very key to not let all that outside stuff really distract you. Focus on you. And what I did, what was really helpful for me when I first started, and I didn't really, know too much, I started following somebody on YouTube. His name was Chris Beast Mode Jones, Pump Chasers. If you're watching this video, you might have heard of him. I haven't watched him in a while, but that dude, his personality, it was like he was training me and I had never met him before. His content was so solid. He would show you proper form. I ended up buying a couple of his programs too. And even in his programs, he has videos where he would break down how to do an exercise and show you the form. So that was very helpful too. So what I would say is, if you're brand new, if you're not comfortable doing the, go get a coaching connection and let them walk you through machines and stuff like that, find somebody who's into fitness online. I'm not really big on Instagram, but I'm sure there's something out there as well. If you was to do your research, find somebody on YouTube, find somebody in your life that works out. Start to pick these people's brains and start to, and of course, YouTube, that's free, so you can bounce around from different fitness coaches, fitness influencers, and just start to really, what worked for me is I started piecing things together and just getting information. I remember another dude was Scott Herman Fitness. That was another one of the first YouTube channels that I started watching in regards to fitness. Chris Beast Mode Jones and Scott Herman Fitness. Again, I haven't seen these guys' content in some time, but it was very helpful for me when I started beginning my journey. So that's what I would suggest. I think it's very important for a man to get in the gym, start lifting weights, start changing your physique, and start seeing the gains and start seeing just growth, that physical growth. This is not about doing it for women. This is not doing it for external validation and stuff like that. This is for you. This is to start to build your foundation, and then you can start to work on things outside of that. You know, so like even me, like I quit drinking, but again, the first thing I had to do was start working out. And I remember when I was working out and I was still drinking, I'd be hungover. My workouts suffered from it, and this is in the early stages, so I didn't even really know much. But I noticed that I felt like shit when I was in the gym, and eventually that had to go too. Now I didn't quit drinking because I was working out. You know, that had to go no matter what. Even if I wasn't working out, the drinking had to go too. But that working out, that consistency, that desire, that drive to want to actually see my body change, it started to outweigh my desire to want to sip after work and to want to, you know, go hang out and have these late nights and stuff like that. The working out, the body game practice started to outweigh that. And that's what happened for even the cigarette smoking. I touched on that in the beginning of this video. Bro, I was smoking cigarettes while I'm still trying to hit the gym. You know, had to kick that. I kicked cigarettes after 18 years. You know, so working out is your foundation. That is your first step towards self-improvement. If you are questioning yourself on what is the first step, go to your local gym and get a membership. Find an influencer, find somebody in your life who is already working out, and start to ask them questions. All right. You might even have to kick out a few dollars and maybe get a trainer if you're super lost. But I think there's so much free content out there that you can find your way. If you're a resourceful type dude, if you're lazy and you want somebody else to do the work for you, you're going to have a tough time no matter what. But fellas, I hope that this video provided you with some value. I just want to talk about the importance of the body game. It's not important just to get women. It's not important just to get laid. That is a byproduct of it. All right. But you need to go and build your own confidence, build your own foundation physically, internally, so that you can start to branch out and improve other aspects of your life too. But start with working on your physique and watch how the gains come and watch how that bleeds over into other aspects of your life. Again, if you got any value out of this video, be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check out some other videos I have where I talk about body game. I'll be sure to leave one up here for you. I might even throw the playlist up here, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.